And the week before that you were trying to get a hold of someone at Inter Miami to help you.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any?
No.
No one's contacted you
No
yet?
one. No. I called their
That
customer.
that was 3 days ago.
Yeah,
already.
I called their customer service. I've called my rep. I've called my other friends' reps because we all have different reps.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So none of them answer me. None of them. Just nothing.
But it's been going on for like what?
Like 2 months now.
That they haven't contacted you?
Yeah, I mean, I see them when I see them at the stadium. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're all busy," and that they give us all the same thing. We've all each talked to them. They're like, "Hey, look, I'm so sorry. We've just been overwhelmed with everything. I'm gonna call you Monday. I promise." Monday comes around, nothing. Yeah.
Welcome to Hermanos F.C. This is a re-recording of a conversation I had with Juan about Inter Miami. So talk to me, man.
Don't say that.
I'm gonna say it.
Redo it.
No. We make mistakes and we fix them.
No,
That's
we
what
don't.
we do here.
We are perfect.
No, I know we already talked about it, but I guess we can have a better conversation about what happens at the Inter Miami games. So, in fact, this is probably a better conversation because when we talked last, you wanted to cancel your tickets.
Yeah, so for all you guys that don't know, I have season tickets to Inter Miami. And I decided to buy an extra ticket. Now that I bought an extra ticket, you would assume that they'd be paired somewhere, right? I'm not saying the original seat because, maybe there's someone next to you that has it, whatever.
Mm.
So as of right now, one of my seats is obviously the original one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is on the other side of the stadium.
Right, so you bought a pair of tickets.
Yeah.
And they're sitting you opposite ends.
Sure, yeah.
Right, and you told them ahead of time that you want to sit together.
Well, no.
Well, you're buying
anyone
tickets.
who's buying tickets would assume, hey, I'm going to buy 2 tickets. I want them to be together.
Right.
And it's so hard for them to fathom that I want to sit with whoever I bring.
Right.
Right? That's like an impossible fucking
Well,
thing.
okay. Well, not only that though, but you're an original season ticket.
Yeah. So I'm
holder.
an original season ticket holder, and
Meaning
I've been there
you-
since the beginning. Since Inter
before
Miami decided to
Messi.
do, yeah. So since Inter Miami decided to do season tickets, I've been there. I've been to their cup games, random games when nobody was showing up, and honestly, you don't feel that wanted or loved. Right?
Talk to me.
Okay.
Talk to me about it. No, but for
real, you don't feel like it's a money grab.
no, but hang on. Let me rewind. So, not only are you having a hard time trying to get the seats and stuff, last time we talked we talked yesterday, 2 days ago, and the week before that you were trying to get a hold of someone at Inter Miami to help you.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any?
No.
No one's contacted you
No
yet?
one. No. I called their
that
customer.
that was 3 days ago.
Yeah,
already.
I called their customer service. I've called my rep. I've called my other friends' reps because we all have different reps.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So none of them answer me. None of them, and just nothing.
But it's been going on for like what?
Like 2 months now.
That they haven't contacted
Yeah,
you?
I mean, I see them when I see them at the stadium.
Uh-huh.
They're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're all busy," and that they give us all the same thing. We've all each talked to them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Hey, look, I'm so sorry. We've just been overwhelmed with everything. I'm gonna call you Monday. I promise." Monday comes around, nothing.
Okay, so I saw on Reddit, and I'll put this up on the screen, that the revenue for Inter Miami pre-Messi was in the millions, I think double digits. I'm not sure. I'll put it up. But I know for certain that it was not triple digits. It was double digit kind of millions. They were making like couple, whatever millions a year. But now that Messi's here they're projecting for the end of this year, that they're gonna make $200 million just on, if I'm not mistaken, just ticket sales and like maybe concessions and stuff, maybe. But I think it might be, I don't know, it might just even be tickets. It's a lot though. Is what I'm saying is that the jump from not making a lot of money to making like boatloads.
Yeah.
and then the comparison of how like it's the experience at the stadium is like pretty shit now. So I wrote on the Reddit thread that like it tracks because it's like, yeah, of course they're making money hand over fist, and they're like forgetting like that people come to these games and have a good time or whatever. All right. So that being said, I want to talk to you specifically about what happened this last weekend.
Okay, so
that you went to the game.
So we ended up. It's named our normal section, our normal seats. If you've gone to the Inter Miami games, you've known that the aisles in the supporting section, the aisles get packed, right? So, because some of the seats in the middle of that section are first come first serve, some of the people don't want to go and sit up very high. So with that being said, they crowd the aisles, so make it really hard for you to go to the bathroom, go get beer, go get food, just all that general stuff that you honestly don't think about during the game. But they're also like rude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so we had a guy that was literally standing up on the aisle, but also using like the pole to stand up. So he's covering us, and we're like, "Yo, dude, can you get down?" And he said, "Do you know how much I paid for these tickets? I'm gonna stand wherever I want."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "Okay."
Right.
So then I tell security. Security's like, "Hey, man, I don't know what you want me to do."
Right.
Right.
I'll put a picture up of what it looked like. This is a picture of you actually talking about this incident and how crowded.
So
I'm
like, "Yo, like, can you clear out the aisles, man? They're even blocking our view. Like, it's just crazy right now." And mind you, this causes fights because people coming down bump into you. You know what I mean? So sometimes there's fights
because they don't want
to move. So sometimes the fights are happening right in front of you, and you're like, "Yo, dude, like they'll knock over your beers, whatever." Like it's not nice. It's crazy. So I tell security, I'm like, "Yo, can you guys clear the aisles, man? It's getting nuts because it's packed too. It's not even like a couple people. If it was a couple people or some kids, I kind of wouldn't care, right? I'm like, they're seeing Messi, I get it.
Right.
But you got these grown ass men acting like children, right?
Yeah.
Then I go talk to the staff. I'm like, "Yo, you guys need to clear that aisle, man. It's crazy. Like everyone's aggressive. This is nuts."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, man, I know. I'm sorry." And I'm just like, "What the fuck do you mean you're sorry? Go send one of the cops. Like you guys have kicked us out before." And like,
okay.
I've gotten kicked out before because I was sitting in someone else's seat.
I'm gonna put that picture up
because I was sitting in someone else's seat.
Yeah.
They take me down with the cops. This all happened super fast. Take me down with the cops.
Because you wouldn't.
Because I wouldn't move. Because I also wouldn't move. Because I wasn't in the wrong seat.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, I'm not in the wrong seat.
Yeah.
So take us down. I almost got arrested. They look at my tickets. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Go back up."
Yeah.
Everything was square off.
Right? But the people that were
the people that they gave my seats to, now they were in there and now they didn't want to move.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, that kind of sucks. And nothing ended up happening. They were like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. They took your seats."
That was it.
That's where the conversation ended. And I was like, "Yo, you guys fucking suck."
Yeah.
Right?
Because you were talking to the rep.
Yeah, I was talking to the rep. The rep is the one who apologized to me. But then when we went back to my seats, he was just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you know it's gonna be weird kicking them out now." And I'm like, "Oh, but you just kicked me out. What's the difference?"
Yeah, it's surprising how long it's lasted to get to this point.
So it's just a culmination of stuff. You can't reach anybody. No one in the stadium will help you.
Okay, well,
a couple of my friends have gotten overcharged recently.
By the ticket.
By the ticket people, they got double charged on the playoff tickets. So they got charged like $280 when it should be just $70. And they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
All right, so we did a video of how expensive it is going to the game.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we don't spend that much money like regularly, but on a conservative day, you're paying.
On a conservative day,
you're paying the parking.
Well, I already paid for the parking. I already paid for the parking, so I already paid for the year.
That's baked in though.
Yeah, it is.
How much are you like spending like a day, like a game? I mean.
Okay, since I have the season tickets and I have the parking already paid.
Yeah.
I'm probably spending like. Remember, I'm going with as a couple, so like double everything.
Yeah.
Probably like $120.
Okay.
A game.
with beer and all that stuff?
Yeah,
or no?
with beer, food, or
Okay.
like if you want to.
Okay. So that's, I mean,
And you would think, be like, damn, that's a lot of money you're spending. It's just that expensive.
yeah. Yeah. So the one story that I want to add, just to kind of add like how awful. So I used to be a season ticket holder, and I wanted to get rid of it because I wasn't having fun anymore, and because it was like too expensive. And this was right before like Messi happened, so it was like maybe I could have held out, but I don't know. I still don't regret it because it was like not fun anymore.
Mm-mm.
But the story that I want to talk about was the last time I went to a game. It's crazy because it's the last time I went to a game, which was only a couple months ago. It wasn't that long ago. So it was the same situation where people were crowding the aisles, and there were people walking down and they couldn't get down, like mothers and like older guys, and those are the ones that have the toughest time because they can't physically move people.
Correct.
And so, mind you, I'm taking responsibility for this because I was drinking way too much, and it was like pissing me off seeing this, that these assholes wouldn't like move for people. So I went and I completely bum rushed down the aisle like an asshole. I would just put my shoulders down like I was playing football, and I went straight down and knocked into everyone. And the last person I hit was at the end. I shoulder checked this guy, and he said something, I don't remember what. And then when I was in the bathroom, I was just like, man, that wasn't smart. I was like, this is not good. I regretted it like the second I like got to the bathroom. I was like, that probably wasn't a good idea. So I'm just like stirring the hornet's nest. And I come back up, and I'm just like, I'm expecting it. I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna end well. But mind you, the security guard was right in front of that guy.
Yeah.
So he saw all this, and I don't know. Anyway, just remember that. So I'm coming back up the stairs, and of course, a buddy at the end one of the guys that I hit him, and he blocked me from going up, and he was like in my face, is like, "Be careful next time," and blah 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 blah. And I just kept looking at him because I'm like, yeah, am I gonna have an argument right now? Like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, you're in the way. You wouldn't move for anybody, so I gotta move you. Like, so it just became a thing that I probably shouldn't have taken it to that level. Anyway, long story short, I guess me looking at him crazy and stupid pissed him off, because then I flicked him off, and then he grabbed me by the shirt when I wasn't, because I kept walking, and he grabbed me from the back of the shirt, and before I knew it, there was fists being flown, and it was a fight, and it soured the experience because you're there to enjoy the game, and then you got to deal with assholes. And mind you, that was the first time that we got into it, like physically, but you just had something that happened after all that. Before all that, we had other incidents that happened that almost got to that point.
Yeah.
There was a guy that got in front of me that wouldn't move, like on the seats, though, not in the
like
aisle.
he sat in front of your bar top.
He sat on the bar top to like here, man, like
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like.
No, yeah. Like
So
he literally
that-
was sat on the bar top because he was tired of standing.
So I
And
told,
you're like, yo, sit on your bar top, at least the one that's in front of you. And he was just like, no.
yeah, and then I'm like, what are we doing? Because he had kids, and I'm like, bro, you have kids. I just remember I said that, and then he kind of like reacted. He's like, oh, okay. And it was just like, what were we gonna do? Fight over it? Like, it's like,
No.
damn, dude.
And
like,
it's
what's
not,
up with
like
you?
to even say, to bring it back to, it's not just us.
It's
Like,
not
right?
just us.
There's a couple of other season ticket holders even in our row, like and like down the row and up the row.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They were calling like security. They were like, "Yo, dude, like come get this people."
No, it's been
Sometimes
happening.
you show up to the game and you see people in your seat, which is an assigned seat,
Yeah.
and they're like, "No, we're not gonna move," and you're
Dude.
like,
Dude, it's a combination of how expensive ticket prices are, all these plastic fans that are coming
Yeah.
in that like have no kind of stadium decorum. They come into the fans, well, the supporter section with other people's jerseys on, well, their team's jerseys on, which you're not supposed to.
"Yeah."
do. Sitting in seats you're not supposed to. Blocking
Honestly,
the aisles.
this would all be okay if this all still happened with the fans, but then the staff or security took charge of this.
Right.
I'd still be okay. I'd be like, okay, look, they're
Right.
they're trying to remedy to like some assholes that do it.
Yeah.
But the fact that Inter Miami is doing absolutely nothing, honestly, fuck you guys. Like, I'm canceling my shit. Like, I don't care anymore. You're also losing, like, I go in a group of 10.
Yeah.
So they're losing 10 people as it is too.
Yeah.
That's like $20,000 because we're all paying $1,000 and we're all paired. So we should bring a pair.
Yeah.
Like, it's just stupid too. On top of that, we waste money on this stuff.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the sad reality. What I think, they don't give a fuck if you leave.
No, they're not gonna care. They're not gonna care. I love David Beckham. Cool, awesome idea. I love that it's expanding soccer, but your fucking stadium sucks. Like
the experience.
They're awful. So, it is what it is.
So, are you really gonna cancel?
Yeah, I'm not coming back. Yeah.
Did you make up your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were kind of on the fence.
I'm on the fence, but all the
days ago.
Yeah, sure. But I still haven't gotten a call back. I've called yesterday. I called today. I emailed other reps. I still haven't a call back to at least get my seat together, right?
At least
to get my seats together.
Yeah.
And nothing. But they're okay with charging my card. They charged my card today. Both seats. So they're okay charging me, but they're not okay picking up my calls and at least getting my seat together.
Yeah.
Like today was a deciding factor because I saw my charge on my debit card.
Okay. Well, that sucks, man. I think that's her little rant. Talking about the Miami experience. If there's anyone that's had a similar experience or they've gone to the game and had a different experience, mind you, we're sitting in the supporter section because it's livelier and that's where we like to sit. I doubt that happens on.
I doubt that happens in Orlando or Cincinnati.
No. On the side and on the
edges, no, it doesn't.
On the midfield,
no, on the 50-yard lines, no.
Those seats are a little more expensive, but I don't know. Let us know if you go to the games and have the experiences we've had, or not. And yeah, I'm curious to see actually because I know I know it's not just us.
No, it's
and
not.
We see it often because we've gone to so many.
Yeah. So I've seen multiple people.
I've had games where nothing happens.
Yeah, I've had games where I'm like having a blast.
Yeah.
And then I see other people during those games where I'm having a blast get into it and they're having a bad time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, it's their turn this time.
Well, look, let us know. Thanks for watching. It's really amazing to see everyone subscribing and supporting and liking. Leave a comment, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you on the next one.
Later, guys. Bye, everybody. Suck it,
All right.